Daniel Radcliffe is forever tied to the role of Harry Potter, a character that defined his early career and thrust him into the global spotlight. As the boy wizard, Daniel captured the hearts of millions. But despite the massive success of the Harry Potter franchise, Daniel's career has not been without its challenges. For years, he struggled with being boxed in by the fame that came with the role. His journey after Harry Potter has been filled with attempts to prove he's more than just the famous wizard. While Daniel has chosen roles that pushed him out of his comfort zone, the question remains, can he truly escape the shadow of his past? Daniel Radcliffe's entire career trajectory has been shaped by his role as Harry Potter. The immense success of the Harry Potter series turned him into one of the most recognizable faces in the world, but it also became a double-edged sword. For years, the public could not see him as anyone other than the boy with the lightning bolt scar. Attempts to shed that image were met with mixed reactions. While roles in films like The Woman in Black and Swiss Army Man were critical successes, they did little to silence the constant association with his famous character. Daniel's desire to be taken seriously as an actor outside of the magical world often felt like an uphill battle, one that many believed would be impossible to win. As Daniel's fame grew, so did the pressures of public life. Like many young stars, Daniel was thrust into the harsh spotlight at a young age, and the constant media attention took its toll. His struggles with alcohol were widely reported, and the public followed his every misstep. For years, he fought to maintain a balance between his personal life and his public persona, but the boundaries often blurred. While he eventually sought help, the tabloid culture surrounding him made his recovery a public affair. Despite the struggles, Daniel has emerged from these years stronger, using his experiences as fuel for his growth, both as an actor and as a person. But the lingering question remains: how much of Daniel Radcliffe's identity was shaped by the pressures of fame? After Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe faced the daunting task of carving out a new identity in Hollywood. The world knew him as the boy wizard, but was he more than that? In an attempt to prove his range, he took on diverse roles in everything from stage plays to indie films. Yet no matter how different the roles were, critics still saw him as Harry Potter in disguise. The challenge to be recognized as a versatile actor, free from the shadow of Hogwarts, became a defining part of his career. Despite his accomplishments, there were still whispers that no role would ever be able to transcend the iconic character that made him famous. The struggle to be taken seriously is a battle that Daniel continues to fight. The media has always been quick to judge Daniel, often focusing more on his personal life than his professional work. His recovery from addiction and his decision to take on unconventional roles were overshadowed by the public's desire to relive the magic of Harry Potter. While Daniel sought to distance himself from the franchise's grip, the media's obsession with his past remained an ever-present force. It was as if they couldn't allow him to evolve and grow. Instead of celebrating his acting achievements, the press continued to question whether he could ever break free from the role that made him famous. The lack of understanding from the media only deepened the divide between Daniel and the public's expectations. As Daniel Radcliffe continues to evolve as an actor, his challenge is clear. How do you move on from a role that defined you? While many actors can transition from iconic roles, Daniel's journey has been more complicated. His decision to take on roles that were far removed from the magic of Harry Potter demonstrated his desire to prove his range. However, even in these new roles, he faces the challenge of being compared to his past. Daniel's ability to take on such diverse roles has certainly expanded his acting credentials, but will it ever be enough to shake the public's need to link him to the boy wizard? The line between his past success and his future is constantly being blurred. Despite all the challenges, Daniel Radcliffe has made a career out of defying expectations. He's proven that he's much more than Harry Potter, but the reality is that the character will always be a part of him. Whether he's in a drama, comedy, or thriller, Daniel continues to take risks and break boundaries. His legacy, however, remains tied to the wizard who captured the hearts of millions. Will his future roles allow him to continue to grow as an actor, or will he always be the boy who lived in the eyes of the public? His ability to shape his legacy is yet to be fully realized, but Daniel is on a path to prove that he's more than just the sum of his iconic past. Daniel Radcliffe's journey from a child star to a seasoned actor is far from over. While his path has been filled with challenges, including struggles with fame and the desire to escape his past, he has proven that he's much more than Harry Potter. The question remains, though, can Daniel truly shed the weight of his famous role and redefine himself in the eyes of the world? Time will tell if the man who brought magic to life can continue to cast his own spells in Hollywood's ever-changing world. Kristen Stewart became a household name when she was cast as Bella Swan in Twilight, one of the most beloved and controversial franchises of the 21st century. While the world watched her navigate her role as the conflicted heroine, Kristen was also dealing with the pressures of fame, intense scrutiny, and an overwhelming fan base that tried to define her at every turn. Over the years, Kristen has evolved from a teen sensation to an acclaimed actress who refuses to play by Hollywood's rules. But her journey hasn't been easy. Behind the scenes, Kristen has struggled with her identity, career choices, and the weight of being under the microscope. While Twilight made Kristen Stewart an international star, it also created the Twilight curse. She became forever associated with Bella Swan, and the overwhelming success of the franchise made it difficult for her to step out of its shadow. Fans struggled to see her as anything other than the awkward teen girl caught between two supernatural creatures. As she ventured into more independent and artistic roles, Kristen faced a difficult challenge, shaking off the perception of being Bella. The typecasting she experienced in the aftermath of Twilight was a constant battle, and despite her best efforts, she continued to be identified with the film that made her famous. But Kristen refused to conform to the expectations placed on her. Kristen Stewart's personal life has been the subject of constant media scrutiny, particularly her relationship with Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson. The public obsession with their on-screen and off-screen romance put immense pressure on Kristen, and when the couple's breakup made headlines, it only fueled the tabloid frenzy. The intense scrutiny of her love life often overshadowed her acting career, and Kristen has openly discussed how invasive and damaging the media's obsession with her relationships was. Her private moments were never truly private, and the constant attention took a toll on her mental health. Kristen's reluctance to conform to the public's expectations of her love life became a defining aspect of her personal journey. Unlike many stars who relish in their fame, Kristen Stewart has often spoken about her discomfort with the constant attention that comes with being a Hollywood star. After Twilight, Kristen sought to break free from the bubble of fame by taking on more unconventional and challenging roles in independent films. She proved herself as a versatile actress in films like Clouds of Sils Maria and Personal Shopper, which earned her critical acclaim. But the road to artistic freedom has been paved with constant judgment and public criticism. Kristen's refusal to adhere to the expectations of Hollywood's leading ladies caused a rift between her and the industry, yet it also gave her the autonomy to explore her craft in ways that felt authentic. Kristen Stewart's public persona has been marked by her reluctance to conform to Hollywood's conventional standards of femininity. In interviews, Kristen has been open about her struggles with the hyper-feminine image that the industry tried to impose on her. The public's perception of her as the girl next door clashed with her true self, leading Kristen to embrace a more androgynous, unpolished style. Her openness about her sexuality and refusal to conform to the expectations of femininity has made her a symbol of individuality. But it also made her the target of criticism, particularly from those who still expected her to embody the traditional image of Hollywood beauty. Kristen Stewart's journey has also been one of constant proving. After Twilight, she faced the challenge of convincing critics that she was more than just a teen heartthrob. It took years for her to be taken seriously as an actress in the eyes of the industry. Despite being nominated for prestigious awards and taking on critically acclaimed roles, Kristen still struggles to get the recognition she deserves. The legacy of Twilight haunts her career, and the industry has been slow to fully embrace her as one of its leading talents. Her defiance against Hollywood norms has cost her, but it's also what has made her one of the most unique and dynamic actresses of her generation. Kristen Stewart is at a crossroads in her career. As she continues to explore more diverse roles, the question remains, will she be remembered for Twilight, or will she create her own legacy as an actress of depth and substance? In recent years, she has gained more attention for her role in Spencer, portraying Princess Diana in a transformative performance that was both critically praised and celebrated by audiences. Kristen's journey is one of self-discovery and creative freedom, and the future looks bright. Whether or not she fully escapes the grip of Twilight, one thing is clear: Kristen Stewart is more than just Bella Swan. She is an actress who refuses to be defined by her past. Kristen Stewart's career has been anything but conventional, filled with challenges, self-exploration, and defiance against the very system that tried to define her. Through the pressures of fame, scrutiny of her personal life, and the struggles to break free from typecasting, Kristen has emerged as one of Hollywood's most distinctive and unapologetic stars. Whether she's playing a princess or breaking down industry norms, Kristen's journey is far from over. Her legacy will be shaped by her ability to transcend the roles she was given and create a career that's truly her own.